just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Seattle.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They go play action with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw again is Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And the Seahawks.
Wilson will throw again. That is caught at the 7. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 7, 49ers 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Gun. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curl. Mike 5-4.
From the 30 on second down. Newton. That one caught by Ross Dwelly. 7 yards there and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
He'll run it, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
49-yard line.
Check three. 8. Watch the twins. Greg. Gun.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Pass. Complete.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
20. No.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
The 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Tackle made by
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Intended for Jakeem.
But instead, 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 93 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Jason Myers for the...
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bruce Irvin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Dee Ford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Kevin Coleman, the ball carrier.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Robbie Gould.
He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Now it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26.
A gain of 20.
That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Wilson leaves this one with Penning. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
K'Waun Williams, the one that got him down.
1 yard gain.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Pass complete to number 6.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 21. 49ers 9.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
24-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. On the screen, this is Coleman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Penny, a 1st down carry. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Myers' kick is good. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Ball carrier.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a man on his 5th franchise in 3 years. It's Carlos Hyde. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now Carlos Hyde, for the near term at least, going to get 2 chances a year to take on these 49ers, the team that drafted him back in the 2nd round of 2014. And he spent 4 years in San Francisco, rushing for close to 3,000 yards. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. 1st and goal at the 5. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. It's a run with Mostert. Here's a toss coming right. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
The score, Seahawks 31, 49ers 17. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Fred Warner.
Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Hyde. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49ers' 49-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. You tighten up. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, check nickel.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A handoff to Penny. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Wilson, and he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Number 16, Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This is Jakeem Grant.
And he returns this to the 22.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
35's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the 31, Newton completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Tevin Coleman.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
41-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said. It actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Greg Olsen.
23 yards on the play.
40 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, here's Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On the draw, this is Penny. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Seahawks 45, 49ers 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun. Newton flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He may try and run for this. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Newton on first down. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it. Smith
going to throw it. Over the middle, Dorsett.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the gun, Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bruce Irvin, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Newton forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bruce Irvin make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jarran Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the